Let's see what are the differences between the single entry system and double entry system. Let's go one by one. The first difference that can arise between these two is with regard to principle itself. If you take a double entry system, there is going to be a debit for every credit and vice versa. But in case of single entry system, the debit and credit are not going to tally. Okay. And you will continue with that. That's why we call it as an incomplete method. In double entry, the principle is for every debit there should be a corresponding and equivalent credit, but that is not going to happen in case of single entry system. The second difference arises with regard to recording of transactions. The second difference arises with regard to recording of transactions. If you take a double entry system, in double entry system, debit and credit aspects of all transactions will be recorded. Whereas in single entry system, you don't pay that attention. I mean, you will not have debit and credit of all transactions. For some transactions, you will have only debit. For some transactions, you will have only credit. Okay. So in recording of transaction also, you got a difference. Then what are the accounts that are maintained in both the systems? If you take a double entry system, we have all the three. That is, we maintain personal, real, and nominal. Okay, in case of double entry system, whereas in case of single entry system, only the personal and in real also not all, only the cash is maintained. So only the personal and cash accounts are maintained in case of the accounts in single entry system. Then the fourth difference arises in trial balance. Okay. In case of double entry system, you can ensure arithmetical accuracy of the records by preparing the trial balance, whereas that trial balance preparation is not possible in case of single entry system. Then the fifth difference arises in determining the profit or loss. In determining the profit or loss, if you take double entry system, you can prepare a statement called income statement or profit and loss statement and balance sheet, and you can see what is the uh, picture of the business. You can know whether you are making profit or loss. But if you take single entry system, a profit and loss account and balance sheet cannot be conveniently prepared because the accounting entries are incomplete in nature. The next difference is with regard to the suitability. The next difference is with regard to suitability. If you take double entry, it is suitable for all kinds of business. Okay, whereas single entry is suitable only for small traders. It is suitable only for small traders. Then comes the differences with regard to dependability. If you take a double entry system, this is the scientific system of bookkeeping, whereas a single entry system is not a scientific system. First of all, it is not a system at all. It is incomplete and unscientific in nature. Then acceptability. If you talk about acceptability, double entry system is accepted by regulatory authorities, accepted by tax authorities, accepted for bank loans, but single entry is not accepted by anyone. And the final difference with regard to internal check and control. With regard to internal check and control, let me put it here. Internal check and control is possible in case of double entry system, whereas in single entry system of bookkeeping, the internal control or internal check is not possible.